When I first became a dad, I pictured the usual things, dance concerts, school assemblies, that first day of kindergarten when they just cling to your leg and don't leave you. I had no idea our journey would be so different. When my daughter was diagnosed as autistic with a pathological demand avoidance profile, and later we learned our other daughter had autism as well, well, everything changed. Not for them, but for us, for me, our understanding, our approach. Let me be honest. Being a dad to neurodivergent kids is beautiful and yet brutal. It's love in 100 new languages, and it's learning that everything you thought you knew about parenting might not quite apply. There are meltdowns, shutdowns, overstimulation, and you learn not to fix it, but to ride the wave with them, to make them feel safe, not corrected. You do feel alone sometimes. Other parents don't always get why you are parenting differently. You can feel judged for letting your kids stim, for pulling them out of a loud birthday party, or for helicoptering. And then there's guilt, constant guilt. Am I doing enough? Am I doing too much? Am I advocating too hard or not hard enough? But then you see them, really see them, their strengths, their passions, their courage to be different in a world that rewards sameness. Being a dad to neurodivergent kids means redefining success. It's not about straight A's, it's about eye contact, a conversation. A day without anxiety. It's celebrating things others take for granted. What makes this a bit different from me is that I'm neurodivergent too, and it's a ride, a beautiful, wild, deeply human ride. See, I don't parent from a textbook, I parent from lived experience. I know what it's like to feel too much, or too little, or just different. I've masked in classrooms, zoned out in meetings, gotten overwhelmed by noises others barely notice. So when my kids struggle in similar ways, I get it. I really get it. When my daughter melts down because her socks feel wrong, I don't say, it's just socks. Instead, I sit next to her. And I might say, yeah, that texture sucks. Huh? We find better socks. Or we try again later. When my other daughter hyper-focuses on one topic for days, I don't try to pull her away. I ask her questions. I learn with her. Because I remember how good it felt to be deep in something I loved, even if nobody else understood. There's this idea we're supposed to be the calm, regulated anchor for our kids. But what if I'm dysregulated? What if I'm both overstimulated or anxious or, spiraling? And we breathe together. We can co-regulate. Sometimes we apologize. We repair. We grow. Sometimes our house is chaos. There's noise and stims and routines that only make sense to us. Sometimes we talk in movie quotes. Sometimes we forget what day it is. But there's love. So much love and acceptance and understanding. Being a neurodivergent dad to neurodivergent kids means I don't just see their challenges, I see their brilliance. It's not easy, but it's worth it. Every single moment. They don't need to be fixed. They need to be understood and just loved loudly and unconditionally. So to all the dads walking this path, you're not alone. See ya. Till next time. Bye for now.